Wow, Horikoshi is not playing with this arc, man. Hey everyone, how you doing today and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about My Hero Academia chapter 285, which is called Katski Bakugo Rising. Now before I get on with the video, if you like things like anime, games or movies, subscribe to this channel because I talk about that a lot. Also like this video because you're awesome, and also click the notification bell so that the Horikoshi can stop giving us some pain. Before I get on with the video, let's talk about this chapter because this chapter was incredible. Let's not lie, it was incredible. I think it's incredible mainly because of Bakugo's character development. So I'm going to get to that in a bit, but now I want to talk about Deku for a little bit. So in the beginning, you see Deku fighting Shigaraki and he's just going ham. He's still fighting him since like the last chapter. And you know how at the end he was saying that, okay, cool, I'm going to use all of One for All right now. And he's pretty much doing that. And the first panel, which is kind of scary, is the panel where back in the villains attack in the forest, I forgot what the name of the forest was, but when the villains attacked him and Deku used most of his powers while he was breaking his arms, the doctor told Deku after that listen, you only have 2 or 3 more times to use your power beyond its limits. If you do that, like mainly the 3rd time, you're gonna lose your arms. Like that's gonna happen. The fact that Horikoshi is just recalling that is kind of scary because it seems like Deku's on the verge where he's about to lose a part of his power. And I did say this in my last review. Well, I'll link it somewhere. I think I said that he was going to lose a quirk, but when I talked about that, I meant like he's going to lose something, at least something, like his body part or something. And it seems like he's on the verge of doing that. Deku is just going ham. Shigaraki is just getting mad. He's just getting worked on. I don't remember in that whole chapter Shigaraki putting in an attack in the beginning, and Shigaraki, it just seems like he's just had enough. Like he's had enough. As Deku and Shigaraki is having this huge massive fight, you go back to the ground and you're seeing Bakugo, Todoroki, Endeavor, everyone just looking up thinking, wow, what is this? This is where I'm going to focus more on Bakugo, right? Bakugo is the star of this chapter because he has some incredible character development and an incredible moment at the end. I'll get to that in a bit, but Bakugo just seeing Deku and Shigaraki fight and not just saying, oh, let me just leave it to them. The first thing he's thinking of is, oh my god, like One for All, like Deku cannot control this, what's gonna happen? So he's directing everybody to go and like help Deku because he's thinking, oh my god, if Deku continues, he's gonna burn out and he's gonna get his ass whooped by Shigaraki. So he's instructing everybody, and his plan was for Todoroki and Endeavor to be taken up with Bakugo's quirk, Todoroki to cool down Endeavor as much as possible, and Endeavor to just release a crazy prominence burn, which he does. But when he does, right, in true Shigaraki fashion, he is not having it. And this is where it gets really interesting. The fact that All For One is calling to Shigaraki saying, listen, give me your body, give me your body. It comes back to the theory that All For One is trying to do an Orochimaru with Shigaraki and just have a new vessel rather than turn his Shigaraki into his prodigal son or something. This was a theory that I was thinking of too, because I was thinking, why would All For One basically give Shigaraki the quirk of decay? Even though it hasn't been proven yet, but I feel like he gave Shigaraki the quirk of decay. Why would he give him the quirk, turn Shigaraki into the face of evil and make him as strong as possible if he was just gonna die and leave it? Like, I know he said he wanted All For One to just see Shigaraki destroy humanity and make him feel like crap, but I feel like that can't be the end goal. I mean, you're All For One. Do you really want to die not knowing what's happening in the world? I still think that theory stands because All For One is definitely trying to take over Shigaraki's body. And it seems like when the prominence burn happens, because the prominence burn is flipping powerful, by the way, he gets burnt into a crisp and you just see a shell of Shigaraki and you see All For One call out for his little brother, which is One For All. Okay, so before that point, as the other heroes are trying to get to Deku and try and help Deku, Bakugo is just running through the motions. And this is really interesting because you see Bakugo play back all of the beginning of My Hero Academia. So from when he was bullying Deku and he's just feeling bad for it, from seeing Deku's growth, from actually acknowledging Deku to seeing what One For All is. But what I love from Bakugo is he replays the bit where All Might was talking about how One For All is actually a curse. Like it's a curse. It's a unfortunate thing to have on a hero, but Bakugo just thinks back to what All Might has done and said, no, One For All is not a curse. One for All is a blessing. He's seen what's happened with All Might, how he's protected people, given people the symbol of hope. And he's seen Deku's character progression leading to what All Might is trying to be. And he's like, oh my God, Deku might be the symbol of hope. I feel like that's what he's feeling at that point. And he's even feeling bad that he tried to put down Deku as much as possible when Deku might have been, you know, a cool guy all along. Seeing Bakugo's redemption is so good, because this is just the perfect character development we needed. Because Bakugo, yet again, I said this in my last chapter, he was a prick, an unnecessary prick, and he's realized that he was an unnecessary prick. Just seeing him trying to help Deku as much as possible, like putting so much effort into it, is crazy. When Shigaraki, or All for One, or both I guess, used his quirk, well, a random quirk that came out of him, which I believe was a forced activation quirk, or the forced quirk activation quirk, which was used in the Kamina Ward incident that All for One used. He uses that and it attacks Endeavor, which gets him, and he's like, why can't you die already? And the craziest part is he's about to get Deku because Shigaraki's had enough, and Bakugo comes in to save him, pushes him, and he had that same moment that Deku had in the beginning, well, episode 1 or the first 2 chapters, or second chapter, when Deku was just like, oh, my body just moved and I had to save Bakugo. Bakugo has the exact same thing for Deku, and it impales him, which is flipping painful, man. Oh my God, Bakugo. I want to talk about the implications in a bit, but we have to talk about that whole scene, because first things first, Shigaraki's burnt to a crisp and he just does not look right. And the fact that All for One is coming back, what does that mean? Does that mean that Shigaraki and All for One are having a clash of heads into who is controlling the body, who's going to control all the quirks? And it's crazy because Shigaraki's pushed to his limits so much that he had to rely on All for One. And also the fact that Endeavor couldn't prominence burn him means that Shigaraki is ridiculously powerful. And last but not least, man, Bakugo got impaled. Oh my God. But even, oh my God, Bakugo got impaled, man. But I have to give credit to Bakugo, because this really was him rising. Like, you know how in the beginning of My Hero Academia, when All Might goes, that a true hero just jumps into the scene and just his body just moves. He doesn't even think. That's what happened to Bakugo. And it really fits the title Katski Bakugo Rising, because now he's turning into a true hero. We already knew that Bakugo was going to be a true hero eventually, but the fact that again it's so early is really good. Now, what's going to happen in the next chapter and some theories, and let's talk about that. First thing says, Bakugo, yeah, I don't think he's dead. In all honesty, they can't kill off Bakugo. I mean, they could, and it will be kind of shocking, and it will be a cool plot twist, but I don't think they're going to kill off Bakugo. I think Bakugo, I feel like he's not going to use his quirk to the way he used to, because you know in My Hero Academia, right, when something happens, like something really big happens to someone's body in My Hero Academia, they don't recover from that. Like, look at Aizawa, he can't use his quirk as much as possible. Look at All Might, he can't use his quirk as much as possible. Like, there's always something that changes a body or a person or a hero in this show, meaning that they can't use the powers that they could have used back before an incident. And I feel like that's going to happen with Bakugo. I wonder what it means though. I don't know yet. Let me not lie to you. I can't think of anything, but I just feel like it's going to hinder him from being the best version of himself he probably could have been in the future. So if Shigaraki has used the quirk activation quirk, or the forced quirk activation quirk on Bakugo, and he'll try to use that on Deku to try and activate his quirk, what do you think he's going to do with Bakugo? Do you think Bakugo could be mind controlled, or do you think Bakugo could have his quirk absorbed, or do you think Bakugo is going to lose his quirk because of that quirk? Because there's so many theories that can happen with this quirk. We don't really know too much about the force activation quirk, other than the fact that legit it activates a quirk. So there could be a second meaning behind it. So we just need to wait and see what happens with that one. In terms of Shigaraki's side, I think he's All for One for now, and he's going to regain his consciousness eventually, but I just think he's going to be in All for One mode for now. And this brings me on to my next point. I feel like Deku is about to rage. Now that I think about it, this whole scenario reminds me of Naruto in the Land of Waves arc, when Sasuke protected Naruto and he just got shot up by Haku's needles, and Naruto just raged. I feel like Deku's about to do that, because Deku already is releasing as much as One for All as possible. So after seeing Bakugo protect him, number one, two, get impaled, right? He got flipping impaled like crazy, and he's already on berserk mode right now. I feel like Deku's about to lose it, and oh man, I'm just trying to figure out what could happen. Maybe he has some stupidly powerful one for all form that he's just gonna release and he's just gonna continue fighting Shigaraki. I feel like that's gonna happen. But man, only time can tell, man, because we need 856, sorry, 856, 286. I can't even speak well, but yeah, this has been a crazy chapter, man. And Horikoshi, fair enough, man, you're taking some bold choices. The fandom must have been crazy. And also, Twitter doesn't help. Like yesterday, luckily, I was smart enough not to click on the tag, the Twitter trend for Bakugo, because I was like, it's Thursday, right? The manga came out in Japan on Wednesday or Thursday morning or whatever. What could have happened to make Bakugo trend like this? Probably a spoiler. So that's why I didn't like click on it, thank God. But man, if I did, I would have been so mad. So it's kind of annoying trying to dodge spoilers even after reading the manga early. So yeah, other than that, I can't wait for 286, man. What do you guys think is going to happen in the next chapter? Do you think Bakugo is going to use his quirk again? Do you think he'll become quirkless? Do you think that Deku is going to rage mode? Let me know in the comment section. I'm open to discussion. Thank you very much for watching again. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel for more on pop culture entertainment. I do these My Hero Academia reviews every single time a chapter comes out. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye.